what we're looking at here is a flag that was purported to be Tecumseh's flag. It actually dates from around the right time period, and there's a very interesting story that goes back with it, which may or may not be true, like many of these artifacts that supposedly belong to important people. The story is that there is an Ojibwe man in Michigan who said his grandfather was part of the troops, the native troops that were supporting General Harrison, the Americans, during the Battle of the Thames. And he says that his grandfather told him that they killed Tecumseh. Now that's another whole ball of worms, because nobody knows quite how Tecumseh's death came about. But anyway, they said they captured the flag that was with Tecumseh on that day when Tecumseh was killed. So this supposedly is the flag that either A, Tecumseh carried into battle, but since it's 8 feet long, I have trouble believing that, or was somewhere on the battlefield and they carried it away as a trophy. So, and that came down, I think it was Macoutes was the last name of the Ojibwe man. His grandson was Joseph Macoutes. And Joseph Macoutes actually had this flag displayed at the World's Fair in St. Louis. And there was a gentleman who saw the flag on display and really wanted to acquire it. So eventually he did acquire it from Mr. Macoutes. And his daughter inherited this flag and then eventually loaned it to the Detroit Historical Museum. And then, because they felt it was more appropriate on this side of the border, she donated it to this museum in 1960. So that's kind of a short history of the flag. It is a hand-woven flag that has been dyed with the appropriate dyes of the time period. So it really does date from that 1801 time period. So it's quite possible there's some truth. There might be a grain of truth in this whole story. So it actually makes the flag, I think, quite an intriguing object. And we're going to put it on display in our 1812 exhibit opening in about a month.